Hey everyone, this is Joe with Southeastern Frontiers, and today we are exploring the trails of the Chapman Mountain Nature Preserve in Huntsville, Alabama. In this video, Jacob and I hiked to a few of the loop trails in the Chapman Mountain Nature Preserve in Huntsville, Alabama. We began by hiking the Driscoll Trail, which is a short 0.8 of a mile loop around the disc golf course. We then branched off that onto the Terry Trail that we took over to the Bulldog Trail. We completed the entire 1.4 mile Bulldog Loop Trail, eventually returning us back to the Terry Trail. Then we took the upper part of the Terry Trail along the ridge to the fence that defines the southern border of the nature preserve. We followed the fence for a while but found nothing of note. We then returned down to the trailhead by way of the Whole Planet and Moonshine trails. This was an easy way to stitch together a bunch of trails in the Chapman Mountain Nature Preserve on this beautiful late summer day. The sun shining through these pine trees is really pretty this morning. We are starting out on the Driscoll Trail. There's a disc golf course here apparently. Bring your frisbees.
We're finally making it to nice weather.
Oh, I know, the weather's so beautiful. The Chapman Pines Frisbee Golf Course. Wow, look at this flower. That is purple there. These yellow flowers growing amongst all the blackberry brambles are really pretty here too. Very nice. We are basically looping around the Frisbee golf course. Got a honeysuckle right here. Kind of late season for them. Nice open forest here where the Frisbee golf is. It's like a park. And they do mow it, obviously.
Yeah. You can obviously see where they don't.
Because, yeah, there's where they don't. Full of blackberry brambles. Ooh, the sun shining through this is gorgeous. Very pretty. Nice.
Wow.
Whew. There's a few red berries in this bush. All right, we are getting off of the Driscoll Trail, and we took the little Moonshine Trail, which is really short there, to the Terry Trail, which we're going to take to the right. We're going to go around this loop in a counterclockwise direction. So one of the interesting things about this Terry Trail loop is they have a bunch of the trees marked with what they are and some information about them. So you can make this loop and bag a whole bunch of different tree species. Okay, we've come across another split in the trail. We're going to take the Bulldog Trail to the right. And a little bit back downhill. But I think we'll be going back up. That is a big daddy longlegs. These purple berries are really striking. Interesting rocks along the trail here. We are basically at the far end of the Bulldog Trail, as far away from the trailhead as we can get, I think. On the no views here, but down the slope that way would be the university. Alabama A&M University, and the neighborhood of Chase is off in the valley that way. But
midwinter you can maybe see a bit.
yeah, I wonder if you came back here in the winter, we can see through the trees, you might see some. And we're still going to go uphill, so we might see something up there. The trail has not been very much uphill. It's been mostly just wrapping around the side of the mountain. But I think we go uphill here shortly. Lots of little cryonids in this, and some shells. But really I see cryonids, really tiny ones though.
Yeah.
You do find those in the limestone here. Yeah, here's some more right there.
And there's some sort of leaf or something right here.
No, that's a brachiopod shell.
Brachiopod?
Yeah. Very common fossils here. Lots of crionid bits and stuff. Big crionid over there.
Maybe I don't know what this is. Maybe a shell. That's definitely.
That's a brachiopod shell.
Brachiopod shell, yeah.
Yeah. Some.
You can see stuff weathering out of the side. Yeah, this thing's just full.
I want to know what this curl is right here.
So.
Is that a mineralization or erosion?
No, it's a. There's a name for it. I learned about it. It's a something. Yeah, that was one of the kind of annoying things. Is sometimes some of the best fossil locations have been plowed straight through by a
road.
Because the roads are also.
Well, that's actually how you usually find good fossil beds, is because the roads dig into the rock layers. And you're like, oh, look at that. We are back to the Terry Trail. So we have made the Bulldog Loop. We took a little side trail here along the fence. We can hear the highway in front of us. That's the Highway 72, which is the main east-west highway through Huntsville. We're going to see if this gives us a view over the highway or not. Well, there's a big tree down blocking our way, but we can dodge around it. Well, here's the other end of that downed tree.
This might substantially cut down on the number of people that do this.
Yeah, that probably does filter out people who try to keep going here. Well, we've basically reached a point where this fence is starting to parallel Highway 72, so there's nothing to see, just highway. So we're gonna head back up. All right, we have returned to the Terry Trail. After our little adventure on the side trail, I'd recommend not going down the side trail. There's really nothing to see. It follows this fence, doesn't go anywhere. I mean, if you go far enough, you'll get to the highway, but there's nothing really to see. The trail tried to tell us it's not the way to go. It was down trees and stuff, and I didn't film it, but on the way back we even stumbled into a hornet's nest. So yeah, I would recommend not going that way. So heading down the Terry Trail.
Actually, the whole planet.
Oh, it's the whole planet trail. Oh, that's right, the Terry Trail ended up there. This is now the whole planet trail. All right. Much easier going now. We've reached the junction with the amphitheater trail, which goes off that way. That leads over to a spring, but it's going to be dry this time of year, so we're just going to keep on going. Back down the whole Earth Trail. I think there's another trail that leads to the lower part of the spring. Yeah, that one's the higher upper part. Yeah, I'd say the spring up there is probably dry because there's no water running through the creek here. Still going down the Moonshine Trail. All right, we are back to the trailhead. Thanks for coming along with us today. It was a nice walk in the woods in the Chapman Nature Preserve.